Welcome back to the CharCole Podcast. I'm Cole Larsch, joined by Charlie Prien with special guest Dawson Gerlach, and today we're going to get right into it.
Okay, so the first topic today is this week Titans broadcast team got a new camera. Well, two new cameras actually. They are called Pixelot cameras. What they do, and correct me if I'm wrong, but what they do is they track the ball during sporting events. Now we have an indoor and an outdoor camera. How they work is there's two cameras facing different directions, and the technology that is in the cameras puts a panorama view together, so you can see what's happening fully on the field.
And then it'll focus on a certain part of it, like it's football, it'll focus on the ball and where it's going, and volleyball and basketball, et cetera, et cetera. And how you can watch it, there's going to be no more MVP Titans Live on YouTube. If you want to go subscribe to it, it is on the Mount Vernon website. It is down in the way bottom right. It's NFHS subscriptions. That's the link. And you go there. It's like $60 for the entire year. But that gives you access to every single game that is played in the gym in Mount Vernon and Plankton, I'm assuming, and on the football field in Mount Vernon. Concerts and stuff like that. We do have two of them, one indoor and one outdoor.
Something about payment I'd like to talk about, though, is the payment can be different. You don't have to pay a flat fee, or it's close to $60. I'm not quite sure how much it is, but it's around that $60. You don't have to pay the $60. That's for an annual fee. You can pay a monthly subscription too if you just want to watch football.
I think it's $10 a month.
That's really not bad. But I mean, Dawson can chime in here too. But we were also told that the quality of what will be produced will be much better with this Pixelot camera.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing too. And the other cameras were good, but this new one, nobody will have to be standing by it, moving it back and forth. It'll do its own thing. You just click what sport you're on, and it will do what it needs to do.
So yesterday, we did a little bit of an experiment, if you'd say, with it. So to set this thing up outside, we had to take the measurements off the ground and away from the field, and you can set it from there. And the thing is, it's pretty smart. The AI is.
It is.
I'm not saying it was cheap, but it's pretty cool.
It is well worth the cost.
Indeed.
It is well worth the cost.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's about enough for
the new camera.
Yeah. We're going to skip to the next segment here today. We kind of have to shorten this podcast up. So right now we're going to talk about college football like we did last week. We're going to do something a little different. Last week's winner was Cole Larsch. He picked the upset. He had Auburn over Oregon.
Yep. And
he had that upset. So he's now 1-0, and Dawson and I are 0-1. Now, this week we'll be having a little bit more of a competition. Each person here on the podcast will pick a lot, which means that you can pick a team, and you think the team will win. It can also be an upset, though. So when you pick an upset, or if you pick a team like Clemson over Texas A&M, that's your lot. Obviously, it'll probably happen because Clemson is a really good team this year, and LSU's not great. Or not LSU, Texas A&M is not great. But, And then we'll also be doing upsets like we did last week, which means that you have to pick an unranked team to beat a ranked team. So, let's, Dawson, what do you have for this week?
For my lock, I have number 7 ranked Michigan over Army. And for my upset, I have unranked California over 14 ranked Washington.
I like that. What do you,
I do. I was actually going to pick both of those games. To be completely honest with you, those were in the back of my head as my lock and my upset. My lock, obviously I'm 1-0 since from last week. My lock is number 17 Wisconsin over Central Michigan. I think Wisconsin's offense is too good just to be beat by a team like that. And my upset, I'm taking number 9 Texas over 6 LSU. It's all going to be based on how LSU comes out. If they come out with fire, they're going to win easily. But if they don't come out as hard, Texas is going to remain that steady, hard offense like they have, and they're just going to wear them down, and then Texas will win. So
yeah, all eyes on this Texas LSU game this week. So this should be pretty cool. One thing I want to touch on quick before I get to my picks is Wisconsin's football team in general. Last week, Jonathan Taylor put out a crazy performance rushing.
Yep.
And everything he did. And the defensive line for Wisconsin, also fantastic. And the offensive line for Wisconsin never disappoints. If you haven't realized yet, I'm a Wisconsin fan. So. I love Wisconsin football. Yep. All right. Anyways, this week I picked number 4 Oklahoma over the University of South Dakota. Pretty logical lock. This will be hard one to lose.
Yeah.
Unless Oklahoma has Jalen Hurts or Jalen Hurts do something not so good. Anyways, for my upset, I have unranked Maryland over number 21 Syracuse. I didn't see a lot of great things come from Syracuse last week, but I think this could definitely be a possible opportunity for Maryland to hop in that top 25.
I do think so. They put out a good performance last week. I do honestly believe I think they should be in the top 25.
Yep.
To be completely honest with you, but they're not, and this is a good time for them to put out a good show and get in that top 25. So.
Indeed. All right. Well, that wraps up this third podcast here on the CharCole Podcast. We'll be back hopefully next Friday with some more college football news, and hopefully we can lengthen our podcast.
I hope so. That was a little short, but thank you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.